Yes, Ritvika, can you tell me? Am I audible to you, students?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
All right, okay, everyone switch on your videos quickly. Yes, what is the last thing you people have written? Afreen?
Ma'am, secondary sexual characters.
Secondary sexual characters. Okay. The rest of you, why is no one responding? Hmm? You people come here to do classes only, right? Why is no one responding? Switch on your videos. So, talking about the secondary sexual characters, in that we have seen how the developmental characters in the case of males and in the case of females are very different. Now, furthermore, there are few characters that are very much alike in both male and female, such as the growing of hair in various parts of the body, becoming conscious about the world and their body. Then also the skin becoming oily and a lot of pimples, or some people also suffer from acne as well. Now, today we're going to start with the male reproductive system. So when we talk about the male reproductive system, it contains the primary sex organ, that is a pair of testes, inside which the sperms or the male gametes are synthesized. Now, there is also a pair of ducts called as the vas deferens. Associated reproductive glands are also there, and external genitalia. Now, when we talk about the primary sex organ, this is the organ that is responsible for making the gametes. Apart from that, it is responsible for secreting and synthesizing the hormones as well. Furthermore, when we talk about the testes, these are the primary sex organ and two testes are present, and they are present outside the abdominal cavity. Now, the reason why they are present outside the abdominal cavity is because our normal body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. Now, the temperature required to synthesize these sperms is 2 to 3 degrees lower than the normal body temperature. So, obviously, lowering the body temperature will not work. So, the testes, they are situated outside. Now they are situated in a sac-like structure, which is called as the scrotum. So always remember the reason why the reproductive organ is situated outside the body, because it has to have 2 to 3 degree lower temperature as compared to the normal body temperature. And for what? For synthesizing sperms. Now, apart from synthesizing sperms, they are also responsible for the synthesis and the secretion of the male hormones called as the testosterone. So now, after the gametes are formed, the hormones are formed inside the testes. Now, there has to be some sort of a connective manner which will take the gamete, which will take the hormone and be have a pathway or make a pathway to release it outside as well. So arising from the testes, there is a duct present, which we call as the vas deferens. And this vas deferens is responsible for carrying the sperms to the outside of the body. Now, in the case of males, the thing to remember is that the pathway from where the urine will be passed out and the pathway from where the sperms will be released, both of these things are same in the case of human males. Okay, so we call it as urinogenital duct, meaning a duct that is responsible for the secretion of urine, as well as it is responsible for the secretion of the sexual secretion, that is the sperm. Now the vas deferens and the duct of that's coming from the urinary bladder, they together fuse and they form the urinogenital duct. Now, the external genitalia in the case of human males is called as the penis, and it contains that urinogenital duct. Now, the whole entire process wherein the sperm formation takes place, which is the male gamete, we call it as spermatogenesis. The formation of sperm is called as spermatogenesis. Now, further, when the sperm is formed, it has to be released out as well. So, that release of the sperm is called as spermiation. Is it clear up until now? Does anyone have any doubts? Now,
No.
okay. Now, associated with the male reproductive system are reproductive glands, which are responsible for providing the nourishment to the sperm. They're responsible for providing a medium for the sperms to swim and all of that. So, the male reproductive glands, these are the glands that provide fluid secretions, okay, so as to nourish the sperm, and secondly, so as to, you can say, provide a medium for it to swim. What are the various reproductive glands? So there's prostrate gland, there's seminal vesicle, and there's bulbourethral gland. Okay, so always remember which type of nutrient is provided. Mostly fructose is provided to the sperm, and it provides a fluid medium so that the sperms can swim in. Now, when we talk about the human male gamete, that is the sperm, so it is a structure that is made up of head, neck, middle piece, and a tail. Okay, it is a tiny body that contains the genetic material, it contains the DNA, and obviously it has to be haploid, because you know that gametes are always haploid, because male and the female gamete, they fuse in order to form the diploid zygote. Okay, so now this sperm, it fuses with the female gamete to form the diploid zygote. Now this right here, you see the structure of the sperm, wherein you see different parts. Now, at the tip portion of the sperm, there's like a cap-like structure called as the acrosome. Okay, then there's the head, inside of which the DNA and the nucleus is present. The tail is like a flagella. So when the tail will be moving, that is how the sperm moves along or swims along. So the tail is just like a flagella that provides motility to the sperm, and it helps it to swim around. Okay, the providing of motility is done by this flagella. Okay, and the thing is that this flagella, it helps the, you can say, it helps the sperm to have, all the motility that it requires so as to reach the female gamete in the female reproductive tract. Is it clear, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Also, the rest of you who have joined, please switch on your video, and Abdullah, remove something is blocking your video, remove that from your camera. So that's the case. This is the picture of the human male reproductive system, wherein you can see the various parts of it. Okay. Now, the prostrate gland, like we discussed, the seminal vesicle, like we discussed, these are the male reproductive glands that are present. Okay. And the urinogenital duct that I was calling, this is the exit point of that. Okay. Now, furthermore, the next, does anyone have any doubts in the human male reproductive system? Any doubts? Anything you want to ask?
Um,
Okay. Then comes the female reproductive system. Now, just like the male reproductive system, the female reproductive system also has, you can say, a pair of primary sex organs, which are called as the ovaries. Now, these inside the ovaries, the egg is synthesized. Egg or ovum or whatever you want to call it. This is the female gamete of humans. Okay. 1 second. 1 second, students. Yes. So talking about the female gamete, so that is also haploid. And the reason we are calling ovaries as the primary sex organ is because apart from synthesizing the female gamete, they're also synthesizing the female hormone. Now, the various parts of the female reproductive system are a pair of ovaries, pair of oviduct, also called as the fallopian tube. Then there's the uterus, which is also called as the womb, cervix, and vagina. These are the different parts of the female reproductive system. Now, the two oviducts, they unite and they form an elastic bag-like structure, which is called as the uterus. So, if you see in this diagram, see, these structures over here, this is the ovary on either of the sides. Arising from the ovary is the fallopian tube, also called as the oviduct. Both of these oviducts, they're going to join at a certain point and form the bag-like structure, which is called as the uterus. This white space that you see, this is the uterus, which is also called as the womb. That is the point where once the fetus gets inside the body, or once the zygote is formed, the fetus will develop, the baby will develop inside the uterus. Then the opening of the uterus is called as the cervix, and then comes the vagina. Now the canal that comes from the cervix is called as the cervical canal and vagina. So cervical canal along with vagina, they are called as the birth canal. Is it clear, students?
Yes, ma'am.
So the uterus opens into the vagina through the cervix. And the canal of the cervix is called as the cervical canal. And this cervical canal along with the vagina gives you the birth canal. Okay. Remember that every female is born with a certain number of eggs. Okay, immature eggs. Every female. That's like a fixed number of eggs that a female is born with. Those are immature. As soon as the puberty age is reached, then those immature eggs will start getting developed, or they'll start maturing in order to do the reproduction process. Now, every single month, one egg or one egg that has been matured, that egg is released for the purpose of fertilization. Is it clear, students? Any doubts? Okay, now you people note down till here. Then we'll talk about the fertilization process. You've understood everything up until now, students? Is there any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Done, ma'am. Everyone's done till here?
Yes,
All of
ma'am.
you are done, students? Okay, very good. People write a little faster only so that we can complete the topic. Done, ma'am. Everyone's done till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Done, ma'am. Done, students? Everyone's done till here?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
All right.
I'm done.
Done, ma'am. Okay, everyone's done till here?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes.
I'm done.
Everyone's done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So what
ma'am.
about the rest of you? Done?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
I'm done.
Done, ma'am. Done, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
You can show the before one. I'm done.
Everyone's done till here. Shall I scroll down?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Okay, everyone's done till here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay, so now furthermore, After the male and the female gametes are made, they have to be transferred in order to physically meet each other in order to fuse. So the sperm, they enter through the vaginal passage during the sexual intercourse, which is also called as the sexual act or coitus, and with the help of the tail, the sperm can swim towards the egg. And it goes to the oviduct, meaning it goes at the region of the fallopian tube where the egg has been released, and then it goes there and fuses with it. And then the fusion of the male gamete with the female gamete so as to form a diploid zygote is what we call as fertilization. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay, students. So for today's class, we'll keep it till here only and we'll continue in the next class. Okay.
Mm,
Okay. Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.